In a world of locked rooms, the man with the key is king. And honey, you should see me in a crown.
Speaking of which, have you seen my crown? No, not this jughead hat thing that I wear every day. I mean my crown, idiot. If you see it, let me know. Oh, hello, my name is Fu Manchu, and one of my all-time favorite TV shows is Sherlock. That's because I'm a big Sherlock Holmes fan, and I love Benedict Cumberbatch's take on Sherlock Holmes. But my favorite character in the whole series is James Moriarty. In fact, as soon as he popped up on the screen, my wife went, "Yep, found your character," and I went, "Hey, I'm evil." But anyways, yeah, I really love it, and I think Andrew Scott does an amazing job as Moriarty and gives us a Moriarty that we've never seen before. And you know what? Andrew Scott is really lucky. I mean, can you imagine having the same exact name as Dolph Lundgren's character in Universal Soldier?
And I, Sergeant Andrew Scott of the U.S. Army.
I mean, how cool is that? But you know what? Big Chief Studios makes the Sherlock 1/6 scale figures, and they recently made a Moriarty, and I've been wanting one for a long time, and I wasn't able to get one. Until today, because today's review will be on the following. Today's review will be on the Big Chief Studios Limited Jim Moriarty, and this one is marked Le, because this is the French version of this figure, and that is awesome. After removing the shipper, it seems the only thing that could stop Moriarty was bubble wrap, so let's remove it, shall we? Now, with the bubble wrap removed, we find a truly awesome photo of Andrew Scott as Moriarty. I absolutely love that. I wish I had a poster of that picture. That is awesome looking. Now, down below that, you see the Sherlock logo written in shiny silver. If you look, it's very reflective there. Very cool indeed. And it says limited edition 1/6 scale collector figure. And then down here it has his name, Jim Moriarty. But yeah, the box is awesome, and man oh man, I love it. Looking over here to the side, you see a picture of the figure itself looking very cool indeed. Down here you will see some more writing. It says Sherlock. And if we flip the box around to the back, we will see another photo of the Moriarty figure looking very awesome indeed. Now below that and off to the side we see a little blurb on the character himself. And if you look carefully, his name is Jim Moriarty. Now at the beginning of this video I called him James Moriarty and I kept seeing Jim all over the box. I was like, oh crap, I said it wrong. But apparently the box and me were both right, so that's kind of strange. Right here it says Sherlock and Big Chief Studios logo, and then if we turn the box to the other side, we will see another picture that says Moriarty walks free. And there's the figure walking free, carrying the infamous gun. And if you remember what he does with that gun, oh boy, what a scene that was. Down here it's got the Sherlock logo. Now, looking at this side, I wonder if the other side actually said something and I missed it. Let's look at the other side, shall we? And sure enough, above the picture of the figure it says, Get Sherlock. You can just barely read it, but there it is. That's what he wrote on the window, and that is awesome. Now, looking at the bottom of the box, you'll actually see the little sticker that says Jim Moriarty Limited Edition 1/6 scale collector figure. And this is 152 of 1,000 worldwide, and that is awesome. Now, looking at the front of the box for the very last time, like I said, I absolutely love that picture, and I cannot wait to see the likeness on this figure. Man, oh man, this is one that I've been waiting for a long, long time. Now, if you look carefully over here, near his head, you'll see a little circle indention on the box. That's because the box lid is held on by magnets, and when you take it off, it actually has a little backdrop for your figure. So let's take it off and flip it around, shall we? So, here's the backdrop removed, and check this out. That appears to be, I believe, Shanghai, China, maybe, or Australia. I don't know. It's some place where Moriarty would be, and that is awesome. And if you know anything about Moriarty, he is everywhere. And check this out. You can actually see the figure a little bit through the box, and man oh man, I cannot wait to remove him from this package. That is awesome. Now down here it's got his name, and over here to this side you can see it actually says all the stuff he comes with. There's his costume right there. It's got another picture right there looking very cool indeed. It's got the Sherlock logo again, and then up here it has another picture of him, and it says Jim Moriarty head portrait, and that is awesome. And there's Andrew Scott's name, and that is so cool. Let's flip it around to the other side. On the other side of the box, we get another picture of the figure, and it says accessories, and you can actually see them listed off right there, and it goes all the way down the side of the box. You can see some more over there, and then down here you can see some more. And if you look at that photo, it looks like he might be listening to the Bee Gees on his phone, and that is cool. In fact, it's a shame that this figure couldn't have come with a little Stayin Alive CD single, because I know I would have wore it out. But this looks awesome, and I cannot wait to open it, so I say we open it! So, when you slide the little tray out of the box, you actually get two trays. The top tray has this figure right here with all of his accessories, or I say some of the accessories. And then below this tray, you get a smaller tray which has not only his stand, but I actually got a little bit of a surprise. Check this out. They actually sent me the limited edition version, which, you know, this one is the limited edition version, but I think you had to order a certain version to get this shirt and this tie, because this is from the Reichenbach fall, and that's the shirt he wears in the pretty much his climactic last episode, and that is awesome. Now, I didn't think I was getting that with this figure, but apparently I did, and that was a cool little added bonus. That makes me very happy indeed. One of the reasons I didn't care if I got this was I didn't see myself changing, you know, his outfit at all. But it's nice to know that now I can, and that is very cool indeed. And yeah, that is awesome. Let's go and look at the figure laying down in the tray. So, here's the figure in the tray with the top cover removed, and there's Moriarty looking a little pigeon-toed, but that's okay, because we can make his feet look a little better when we stand him up. Now, down here you'll see that he has 3 extra right hands. Over here he has 3 extra left hands. Above that he has his IOU apple and the little knife that he used to cut the IOU apple with. Then he's got his teacup and saucer. His head is covered in plastic. Over here you'll see his little phone and his silver gun, looking very cool indeed. So I say we stand this figure up and check him out. What do you say? So here's Moriarty fresh out of the package, still with the plastic on his head, his hands, and his feet. And it is an awesome day when the figure you get actually comes with a stand, because some figures just don't come with stands anymore. So let's remove this plastic and check him out. What do you say? So here's Jim Moriarty with all the plastic removed, and check out that likeness. That looks just like Andrew Scott, and they painted his little shadow of a mustache and goatee absolutely perfectly. That was something that I was so afraid wouldn't be there, and you can actually see a shadow of like sideburns there too, and that is so cool. And yeah, it looks just like him. Now, as you can see, he's wearing his black overcoat there. Now, the coat's not really adjusted very well, but this is him fresh out of the package. And I honestly don't know if I'll be displaying mine wearing the coat. I'll probably just display him in the suit itself. I don't know. That's just how I picture Moriarty. But I figured you'd want to see it. Now, the jacket actually has like a little leather collar there. You can see it catching the light, and that is very cool indeed. And the rest of the coat almost feels like it's made out of, I don't know, velvet maybe? I don't know. It's a weird feeling. But you can see he's got his little tie clasp there and tie, and it's cool that I got the Reichenbach tie and shirt, the pink shirt, and this is the white shirt. Very cool indeed. His jacket is actually held closed with magnets, and that is very cool indeed. And then down here you'll notice that his suit is blue, and he's got blue shoes as well. Now, I did notice the ankles are kind of weird. They keep wanting to pull in. It's like when you pick it up, sometimes it seems like the ankles kind of snap into pigeon-toed formation or something. But, yeah, I don't know what's going on there, but that's weird. But anyways, that looks awesome, and there's his hands looking very cool indeed. Now, if we flip him around, we will see his hair right there looking very cool indeed. And then down here you can see the velvety-looking jacket he has. It's very soft. You can see the little buttons there on the back of his cuffs. Very cool. And then down here you can see the back of his pants looking awesome. But yeah, since this figure is kind of just an expensive guy in a suit figure, I was really afraid that the likeness wouldn't look like Andrew Scott, but I'm very, very happy with it. And like I said, Moriarty's my absolutely favorite character from the series, and man, oh man, I think it is awesome. So I say we waste no more time and look at him up close. What do you say? So, here we go with a super duper close-up look, and as you can see, there's the material that makes up his jacket. There's a little button right there, which is a faux button, because like I said, it's held closed with magnets, which is very awesome. You can actually see his tie has a design print on it. It's not just solid black. And then there's his tie clip, looking very cool indeed. And then up here you can see the way it's tied, like an actual tie, and the buttons underneath for his shirt look very cool. And check out the stubble on his chin. That looks even better, because when you look at it with the naked eye, it just looks like it's just a lighter shade of brown or something. But no, look at that. They actually painted the hair and stuff. There's his mouth. That definitely looks like Andrew Scott's mouth. And then there he has his little mustache. That is awesome. He's got the little mole on his cheek over there, and does he have the mole under his eye on the other side? Let's see. I don't see it. I don't see it. I could be missing it, or it's very, very faint. I think it's there, right there in the bag of his eye. But that is awesome. You can see that his eyes are brown. And like I've always said, I absolutely love how they paint their eyebrows at Big Chief Studios. That looks so cool, and they look so real. And then you can see the different texturing of his face, the little wrinkle there around his mouth. That is so cool. It's got his shape of his mouth absolutely perfectly. That looks amazing. Looking up here at his forehead, you can see some speckling there. Very cool indeed. And then there's his hair, looking very neat and slicked back. And I love how the hair looks like it's meeting the forehead. Looks very realistic and very awesome. Let's turn him to the side, shall we? Let's see. You got his ear over here, looking very cool. And then right here, look at the wrinkles around his ear where his ear connects. Man, that is so cool. You can see the shadow there of his sideburn going down to his cheek and stuff. Very cool indeed. Yeah, that looks so awesome. And yup, that looks like Andrew Scott big time. This head looks amazing. They did such a great job. And like I said, I mean, this is just a guy in a suit. So, you know, it had to look like him or it wouldn't be him. And I think they really captured his likeness perfectly. So, working our way down to his coat, you can actually see the leather-trimmed collar right there at the top of it, and the black velvetiness of his coat itself, which makes it very soft and very fuzzy indeed. Turning the figure around to the back so we can look at the back of his sleeve, and you can actually see 3 little buttons that are sewed into place. Now, I hate it when companies just glue these little buttons on, because if you just sneeze at them the wrong way, they'll fall off every time. But Big Chief actually took the initiative to sew them on, and that is very much appreciated. Turning the figure around and looking at his hand here, you can see some vein detail on it and a lot of little fuzzies from his coat stuck to the skin of his hand. And then you've got his hand itself. And working our way to the front over here, you can see that his coat is all closed up. But if we open it up, you can see the design on his tie right there and the little silver buttons that go all the way up his shirt. Now, those are probably glued into place because there's no way in heck that you can actually, I don't know, sew those on. So, yeah, those might fall off if you're not careful. Down here at his pants, you can see he's got belt loops, but no belt. And then over here on the inside of his coat, he actually has a light blue liner, and that is cool. This jacket looks like a real jacket, just shrunk down, and that is awesome. Now, working our way down his right sleeve down to his hand, you can see right there, he's got a little bit of fuzzies on the back of that hand as well. And then over here on his black jacket, you can see a flat pocket there, and the little pocket there that looks like it's got some leather trim as well. Very cool. And then over here you can actually see a little button that's sewed on into place, and that's awesome as well. Working our way down his jacket, you'll see that he has some blue slacks pants on, some suit pants. Very awesome. And they go all the way down here to his blue tinted shoes that would make even Elvis proud. Now, as for the back of the figure, there's really not a whole lot to show except for his hair. And look at the sculpt of his hair, man. Each individual strand, I love how it looks like it's all pushed back. And looking at it right here, it almost looks like this might be a Wolverine figure, and that is very cool indeed. And I love the jaggedness there at the bottom of his hair. That is awesome looking. Now, down here, it's just all velvety black until you get to the back of his pants, and then they're in shadow, so there's really not a whole lot to show off. But it leads down to his shoes, and that is all. As for his other accessories, here's the pink shirt here, and you can see the little buttons there looking very cool. And then down here you'll also see the tie with its unique little pattern on it. It looks like eyeballs or something, I don't know. Googly eyes are on his ties, but that's kind of cool. I think that is awesome. I can't believe they sent me this too. I love getting this. That is cool. Looking at his other accessories, he has 6 more orangey little hands right here, looking very cool. Working our way up here to his gun, you can see the silver gun there looking very awesome. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's very, very awesome indeed. Up above that, you get his little phone. Very cool. It's 10:08, and that looks neat. I wonder if there's like an app for a Bee Gees song right there. That's pretty awesome. Flipping the tray around to the other side, you got his left hands right here, and that looks very cool. Above that, you've got his apple, and look at that. They even painted it with a little bit of yellow there. That is cool. You've got the U over here, the O in the middle, and then the I off to the side. That is awesome. Now, flipping the apple up so you can see the bottom of it, I'm assuming that little notch right there is where the little knife can fit in there, and that is awesome if that's the way it is. Very cool indeed. Speaking of the little knife, here's the multi-tool right here with the little blade out and everything, looking very cool. And above that, you have one of Sherlock's saucers, or is this Mrs. Hudson's saucers? And you can see a little crown there in the middle. Very awesome. It's got some gold trim there. And above that, you've got the little teacup, looking very cool. I wonder if there's anything in it. Nope! Tea sold separately. And aside from those, he actually came with a little bag of wrist joints and it looks like ankle joints. And if you look carefully, he's actually got some big buttons and some little buttons in case they fall off. So that was nice of him. Very cool indeed. Last up, he came with a little baggie with a little certificate of authenticity, and that is very neat. And if you flip it over, it talks all about the figures with a little bit of signatures, and that is very cool too. Now, another thing that I noticed upon opening this figure, but I haven't mentioned yet, is his size. Check him out standing alongside the Sherlock figure. He is short, and man, oh man, that is awesome. I think this size is exactly perfect to the show, and man, that looks amazing. I love that they didn't just make all the figures the same size, because that was one of the things that, like, you know, a lot of companies used to do back in the day. They would just make all the figures the exact same size, because they'd use the same stock body. Nope, not at Big Chief. They're actually making them the right scale, and that is awesome. So, there's my review of the Big Chief Studios Sherlock 1/6 scale Moriarty figure. And man, oh man, this is awesome. Like I said, this is one that I've been wanting since they announced it. Even before they ever announced they were going to be making one, I was like begging them, please, please, Big Chief, make a Moriarty, please, please, please. And then when they showed off the prototype sculpts and stuff, man, I was very happy with it. And you know what? It's not very often that I can say this, but check this out. It's a 12-inch figure that I'm taller than. That is awesome. But you know what? I think it is awesome. So until next time, tune in for more
Right now.
Foo Reviews!
Hey, this is Nolan North. You don't want to miss Foo Reviews. And I'm out.